Record today from the home of Miss Bessie Atkinson. Do you call this Egbert Street, or what is your street here
Well,
in Pemberton?
of course, I go to the post office for my mail. But I guess it's called Egbert. I don't have a number or anything because it goes on Egbert and Mary Street, I guess.
Egbert and Mary Street in
This
Pemberton.
is Egbert, and then this is Mary.
And she's a resident of, or was a resident of Pointville, and you were born there?
That's where I was born, yeah. Across from the cemetery.
And I guess you don't want to tell us what year.
Oh, I don't care. Well, I don't have to be published.
No.
No, I was 75 last Saturday.
And it was, and you went to school there. What do you remember about the school?
Well, it was only one room. They had Mary Yerkes, Mary Stevenson at that time, had all 8 grades, and I guess she had quite a few in the wintertime because I guess the spring and fall, the bigger boys had to work.
There, now you were telling us about the school.
Well,
how many students do you think there were?
Well, I don't know. I've heard Mary say, but I really don't know. It was 70 or 75. I don't know. I don't remember how many there was. But she had the room was full practically. Big boys, some bigger than she was.
Did they start at, say, 6 years old?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember how old you were when you started?
No.
And did you ever have any other teacher except her?
Not, let's see now. She did I or didn't I know she was there when I graduated from 8th grade. I remember that, but I don't know whether I had any before or not. I can't think right now.
And then you went to Pemberton after that. And you rode the UT down from Wrightstown?
Used to my father used to take milk with horse and wagon to Wrightstown. He used to go in the milk wagon, my sister and I both, to Wrightstown, to the milk wagon in the morning, and we used to come down on the train and walk to school, and go to high school. And then when we went back, unless it was bad weather, we'd walk home 2.5 miles from Pointville, Wrightstown to Pointville. So
You didn't always take the train then?
Well, I took the train, but when we came home, when we got off the train, we had to go 2.5 miles from Wrightstown when we got off the train to Pointville, to home. It was 2.5 miles we had to walk.
I see what you mean.
We had to walk 2.5 miles. We didn't have any buses and so on to take anybody then, but with a storm, somebody came after us, my sister and I, but other than that, we walked nice farther.
You had one sister. What was her name?
Elsie.
Is she still living in Pemberton?
No, it was up to Marlboro.
And your father had a dairy farm? And that was near the school, I understand.
Well, it was our farm, our home was right across the field from the school. Across the field this way, and the church was across the field this way. We had fields go all the way around.
What was the name of that road?
Cookstown Road.
Cookstown Road?
Cookstown Road.
Did you ever hear of a Cattown Road?
Yeah.
And where was that?
Well, that's right. We had another field across the Cookstown Road. We had another field across that way that led to Cookstown, was the Cattown Road.
But was there a place called Cattown?
Well, that was it. Cattown Road. Cattown Road, we always called it.
Well, were there houses there and stuff? Just a handful? Or?
Well, I don't know. I'd say it was 5 or 6. And there was 5 on one side, and another house there was 6, and another house, Parker's was Grace Parker's husband's grandmother and grandfather lived on that road. Now I have great aunt and uncle lived on that road. And another family by the name of Lewis that lived on the road, and then on down to Hunter's Lodge, a place called Hunter's Lodge on down further. Because that's all the rifle range road now. And when we was over to Camp Dix, the government took Harbor Farm, the First World War, and the Second World War, they took it off. It was I don't know if it's still there or not, but it was well, we always called it the little railroad track that runs to the rifle range right back of our barns. Took the boys to the rifle range.
Did you live at Pointville until the government took it over? You did. And what happened to your house?
everything torn down. Whole
Just
town was torn down.
Tore it all down. They didn't move any of the buildings. How about the church? Do you know whether that was moved?
No, they tore that down. I think somebody down to Brookline, New Jersey, bought the windows, the beautiful stained glass windows we had. No, I don't think anything was moved as I can remember. Tore everything all torn down.
Well, Mrs. Parker was trying to remember, and she seemed to think that it had been moved somewhere down toward the shore. But
No, as I remember, someone at Brookline Church, I was a Methodist church or what, bought the windows, but everything else was torn down.
how about the bell?
Well, that I don't know. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know. Well, that was given to another church. I don't remember if that what it was or not.
Now, you said about the general store there, you remember that it was the Lewis store before Schlamm's had it. And that would be about what time? About what
I couldn't say.
date?
I have no
Remember how
idea.
old you were?
No.
Don't have any remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you thought it was Frank and Ella Lewis
Mm-hmm. Frank and Helen
were
Lewis.
the owners. And what do you remember about the hotel that was on the opposite corner?
Well, the name of Richard Harker has it.
Richard Harker?
Mm-hmm. Because he's gone. And Mr. I don't know whether you know Joe Stackhouse and that. They used to. Well, he was their grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Their mother was was Mr. Harker's daughter. And Carrie Mann lives up in New Egypt. She was a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They're both still living. She's in her 90s, and so is Leo. Leo and Carrie both are in their 90s. But I don't remember how old I was when they had the store, and Walter King had it one time.
The store or the hotel?
Store.
store.
That was the store, yeah. And
Mhm.
Henry Horner had the store too. But
Henry Horner.
then after, I don't know when it was wartime, I guess Jim Harvey. He used to have the hotel. I don't know if that's Mr. Harker died or not. I can't remember about that.
Who else do you remember living in Pointville? It was Mrs. Parker and her family. They had
Well,
come out
Jurgis
from...
then.
She was Yerkes
Mm.
then. And you said Charles and Ralph Yerkes lived there.
Well, they lived on the way up here where the school is, on the couple miles or so from Pointville.
Oh,
Up here where the school is on the Lewistown Branch Mills Road.
on the Lewistown.
They had a home there, more or less a little farm-like, a little land. I don't know just how much.
The Lewistown Browns Mills Road. That's the school that is Fort Dix School.
Yeah,
You
but
mean?
I don't know which one it is. I don't know. It's Fort Dix School, but I don't know which one it is.
Mhm. It's a very high area in there. Is that where you mean?
Well, it sits on this side of the road, like.
Where Pointville Road crosses Lewistown,
Mhm.
Juliustown Road.
Yeah, that's.
Mhm. Yeah, it's nice there. You can see Pemberton.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, coming down. It's quite high there.
Mm-hmm.
And who else do you remember living in Pointville?
Oh my goodness. One name was McGarry. I don't know how to spell that. Mepery, I guess. I don't know.
Gary?
And Mr. and Mrs. John Lewis, they worked for my father for years on a farm. They had their son Samuel worked for him. And there used to be an old sawmill there, Asher Parker. I can't tell you what year it was. Asher Parker used to have a small sawmill there years ago when I was a kid. And all people named Ekman and Pangborne and Soy, S-O-O-Y, and Moen, John Moen, Charles Ekman, Bessie Fowl used to work in the bank. Well, her mother probably used to, that's where she was born down
What's her last name?
F-O-W, Fowl.
Fowl.
She lives in Barrens Mill. And Luker, two families, I think, of Lukers at that time was there. And I don't think the name of Carol was the first name. Charlie Carroll was one. John Dubell.
Dougal? How do you spell that?
D-U-B-E-L-L. And let's see. People named Sam Reed lived there years and years ago. And Zach Potter lived down a little road further, a little ways further on Brownsville Road. And you know, Bert Comfort used to live down the street here. Her mother and father lived there, Mr. and Mrs. Dumpke. They lived on the Brownsville Road, just not far from Pointville. I was coming to church there. And, oh dear.
Had your father been raised there?
No, he was born in over around Atkinson or Budtown. I don't know exactly where, but he lived there for years and years.
In Pointville, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
And how about your mother? Where was she from?
She's from Pointville too.
What was her maiden name?
Widmeyer.
Widmeyer?
Mm-hmm.
Her first name?
Catherine. I always called her Kate, but her right name is Catherine.
And how about grandparents? Did you have grandparents there?
Yeah, my grandfather Atkinson, but my grandmother Widmeyer died when she lived with us. And my grandfather died when I was only a little over a year old, so I don't remember him. He's in the Civil War.
Was he with the Pemberton group? Was he with the Pemberton Company in the Civil War? Pemberton had its own
I don't know.
company of soldiers. I guess maybe it didn't include Pointville.
No, I don't know about that. He was in Gettysburg. I know that he was there. But I don't know.
How do you spell Widmeyer? Is it W-I-D?
Widmaier. Some people named Mr. and Mrs. Nathaniel Carr. And the parsonage was there. That had several different ministers.
Do you remember a shirt factory at Pointville?
No, I've heard of a speaking of it, but I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No, it wasn't there when I can remember.
When did you move away from there?
It was in November 1942. We moved down here. Everybody moved that time. I don't know, some of the rest of them moved before, but we were permitted to gather a crop, the fall crops, the corn and so on.
And did you go to the church there?
Only one there was to go to.
Yeah. What do you remember about that?
Well, it used to be Sunday school room, a church, and
Remember who taught Sunday school?
oh well, they had several teachers. Mrs. Idown was one teacher. My brother-in-law was Mary Yerkes' brother was my brother-in-law. He used to teach the class of us girls. I don't remember how old we were. And Mr. Yerkes used to teach, so he was superintendent there for years.
That's Charles? Yerkes?
His father, he was superintendent for years. All right, let's see, who else are the teachers were?
Do you have any family buried at Pointville? And your parents?
No, my mother and father here. We bought a lot up there and expected to be buried there, but if we came down here, my father didn't want to go back, so I don't need Scrawley to move the monument down here, bought a lot down here, my mother and father buried up here. My grandparents are buried there, my brother and sister buried there, Miss babies.
What do you remember about the roads that came into Pointville? It seemed like there were more than there are now. Is that because McGuire took over some of the roads, or?
Well, there's right down Brownsville Road went straight, and there was up down in Pemberton Road, and there's gravel down Cattown. That made the 6 roads. 6 roads. Of course, they're not there now.
What do you remember about life on the farm when you were a little girl? Was it hard?
Well, I used to go to school, and in the summer I used to help milk. I didn't get up in the morning to milk, but I used to milk at night. Not every night, but when I was needed, I did. My sister did too. I used to help pick up corn there and then come home from school and help out with the harvest field, and I, as much as I could, when I was needed. Pick up potatoes and well, just like farming is today, well, maybe more so, I don't know, because we didn't have machinery work we'd like to have now. It's a lot different.
But you didn't have to do anything too hard that you
Well,
remember?
No.
I guess it's all hard work,
I
depending
guess
on
it
how
is,
much
yeah.
of it you do.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you have any pets?
No, not necessarily. I always had cats and dogs, but not necessarily pets.
Mm-hmm.
Collie dogs, a shepherd dog, cats. Got to take care of the mice and rats out in the barn. I didn't have any pets.
What'd you do for fun?
Well, not much anything. Only work. That's all we knew then. Work and go to bed. We used to go to bed early. Probably around 9 o'clock. We used to go to bed. Just get up early.
How early did you get up?
Oh, I don't remember that. Get ready to go to high school and tried to go to the milk wagon in the morning. I don't remember what time it was. 7 maybe. I don't know. I don't remember that.
Do you remember any of your teachers at the high school?
Around here in high school, you mean? Probably the furthest one. And Helen Walker from Lumberton. And I don't know. Miss Burroughs' English teacher. Walker's history teacher. I don't remember who was listening to the rest of them. I don't remember.
Did you have anything in particular from the school in Pointville that you remembered? Any incidents happening?
Oh, not necessarily, I guess. Just ordinary things. I don't remember anything all, especially interesting.
Mm-hmm. Did the big children help the small ones? With that many people, that many youngsters, even if there were only half that many, I would think that the teacher would need an awful lot of help from the older.
The teacher did it all, as far as
She did it all.
As far as I can remember, yeah.
The older ones didn't help the younger ones then.
I don't remember that she did. She did it all.
An awful lot of youngsters to manage, isn't it?
She had a room full.
Did you go home for lunch?
I don't remember either. Maybe I did some time, but I don't remember.
I guess for most of them it'd probably be too far to go, wouldn't it?
Maybe I did go home sometimes. It was just right across the field. We had an hour, but that part maybe I did. I don't remember.
I imagine the ones that came a distance wouldn't really have
they wouldn't have
time to go home. So that meant they had to bring their lunches with them.
I imagine that's what they did as far as I can't remember that particulars.
Let's see if there's anything else. How did people feel about it when Fort Dix took over?
Well, naturally everybody's upset. They had to leave their homes. That's the way we did, because we was bought there and we thought we'd stay there till we died. But everybody naturally was upset because they had to go live any place they could find a place to move. But they had to move. Whether they liked the place or not, they had to go.
Did your father give up farming then?
He had to.
I mean, he didn't consider buying another farm.
Oh, no. Well, he was in his 70s then.
Oh.
No, he didn't consider buying another farm. Everybody had to move. Nothing else to do.
Did they get fair prices for the
Well,
farms?
that I don't know. I couldn't tell you what my father got. I was going to be shocked. Because I don't think I ever heard him say. I never asked him. I don't know what
You
he
don't
got.
remember the general feeling that people were satisfied or not
No,
with?
I don't remember that. I don't know. It had to be whether they were or not, because
guess
they
so.
had to move. And people had to pay a bit more, probably sometimes more than they got they got for their homes. Because somewhere else people knew they had to move, so they had to pay the price.
Mrs. Parker was saying what a beautiful farm you had there.
Mm.
How large was it?
Well, I guess it was over 100. I couldn't tell you that exactly. I guess it was over 100 acres. I couldn't tell you exactly. I don't remember.
Anything else come to mind?
No, I don't think so.
Weren't any other businesses except the, well, how about the post office? Do you remember who had the post office?
Let's see, Cousin Harker had it one time. Who else had it? She used to have to go from Pointville to Rice Town to get the mail. Cousin Harker had it one time. Let's see who had it before that. I just, after you go, I suppose I'll think of things, but I can't think now.
Yeah, I know how it is. Another thing that Mrs. Parker remembered was a doctor coming from New Egypt, and she said people used to tie a white handkerchief on their mailbox if they wanted the doctor to stop. Do you remember that?
I know Dr. Allen used to come to horse and wagon, but I don't remember about the
That was his name.
Dr. Howard Allen.
Howard Allen?
Yeah, he was our doctor. We had to, if we were sick, we always had to call him.
Did you have a telephone in?
All right, we did it. I don't know just what we had a telephone. I don't know if it's that time or not, but we might have had to go down to the store to call because I think there's always a telephone in the store. He used to come in horse and wagon, I know.
Yeah, that's what she said, and
I don't remember.
but she said if you wanted him to stop, you know, when he was out on a call, just
Mm.
they put a white handkerchief around the mailbox.
Yeah, I don't remember that part of it.
And then she said later on they had Dr. Newcomb, I think, and Dr. Bray.
I don't think we ever had Dr. Wheel. We had Dr. Peacock from Columbus. Came over. I remember he was our doctor one time. And it was after Dr. Allen died, I don't know.
Well, I thank you very much. That's
You're very
fills in a
welcome.
lot of details that we didn't have before.
Not much. I don't know, it's just, you know, when somebody asks a question, just after you go, probably I'll think of different things, but I can't think now.
Well, if you do, why let me know.
All right, okay.